Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for skimmeroutdoors.com, bringing you the weekend update and fishing report and forecast for the weekend of July 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Looks like the weather is going to be a little bit tough for offshore. Going to be a little bit windy. The Texas Tower report, they're talking about, 4 to 7. So, I don't know, that's a little sketchy. Inshore report, beautiful, very little wind. So, anyway, got to make your choices there. On the offshore scene, I did a trip a couple of days ago. Chris Madonia's 36 Yellowfin, great ride by the way, but we went to the claw southwest of the dip, 3,000 feet of water, worked everything around there, and it was pretty quiet. We did raise a white marlin. A few boats had fish, but it was picky. It's kind of tough pick in the canyons. That's all I can tell you. One day to the next, one day could be good, the next day horrible. So, it hasn't really gotten hot yet, that's my opinion. But there are fish there. One lucky guy who was in the tournament, he had two big eyes early in the morning, a 250 and a 265. I think he was in the Montauk tournament, so he's a happy guy. And like I said, there are a couple of fish. But what bite there is seems to be early morning and later afternoon. So the overnighters have an advantage there. A day trip is tough. Bluefin, tuna. Haven't settled in yet. There are scattered reports of bluefin being caught anywhere from the Coimbra all the way over to Chicken Canyon and so forth, but it's kind of like a crazy scene. 20 boats waiting for a dragger to pull up and everybody running in. It's like fishing on a bunker pod, but on the troll, guys are picking fish here and there and some decent sized bluefin, but nothing really red hot yet. Nothing settled in on the jigs. So that should still happen. Traditionally, it hasn't begun the bluefin bite until middle of August when it got good, and then through September. So I think everybody's rushing. We got spoiled by the last couple of years of fishing, but I think it will happen. Speaking of bluefin tuna, Gibbs Lures were nice enough to send me a few samples of their new tuna candy lures. I have a couple here. This is a 2-ounce version. This is a 3-ounce version, and now they have a 4-ounce version just came out. Excellent. These things are going to be super for popping those tuna up on the surface with a heavy-duty spinning outfit. They're made with very strong components, 800-pound wire, 350-pound Spro swivel, owner hyper wire, split ring, owner big game offshore hook. So you toss these things out there if the tuna fish are up on top, and I'm sure you're going to slay the fish and have a great time with them. Excellent lures, tuna candy by Gibbs. Also speaking about tuna, next weekend, the weekend of the, I think, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, that's starting Thursday, captain's meeting and fishing 3 days, is the Babylon Tuna Invitational Tournament held here down in Babylon. So I think it's going to be a good tournament. There are 12 overnight boats already paid up. There's an early entry fee if you want to get into it, a discount, and there are a bunch of day boats already in it. So it involves an overnight category, a day boat category for offshore, and an inshore tournament as well for fluke, striped bass, bluefish, and so on. So keep that in mind. Nice tournament coming up. Moving to the inshore scene, the bass fishing has pretty much slowed down to a trickle. There is still some bunker along the oceanfront beaches, but the last time I fished it a few days ago, there was nothing but dolphin chasing the bunker all around. I couldn't pull any bass out of there, but maybe it might happen. You might catch a fish or two, but I think it's pretty much over. I think the bass have moved on to the northeast for the most part. Right now, fluke fishing is excellent, though. It started out about a week and a half ago with a nice, good bite of fish to the southwest of Fire Island Inlet. Now it's moved to south and even east of the inlet. Really nice fish, up to 10.5 pounds have been weighed in here locally. Of course, everybody probably heard about a 16-pound fish weighed in at Montauk. So we're really in the good fluke bite now, and I'd say that's the prime inshore species. That's what you want to go out there for, and the weather looks like it's going to be good for that. So that would be number one pick for me. Also, a lot of triggerfish have moved in. Any of the little pieces around in the inlet area, in the bay, even in the ocean, loaded with triggerfish. Tasty fish, good fighters, so keep that in mind as a backup plan as well. So that's pretty much it. Looks like a good weekend. Get out there, have a lot of fun, catch them up, have a good time.